Lesson 1, Follow-up Communication.
Let me gather the numbers and get back to you shortly.
Sounds good. I appreciate you taking the time to do that.
Of course. I want to ensure we make the best decision possible.
That's a smart approach. Having all the information helps a lot.
Lastly, I'd like to know if you need anything else from me.
Yes, if you could check on the timelines for delivery, that would be helpful.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to include that in my follow-up.
Thank you. I feel more confident with all this information.
I'm glad to hear that. Let's make sure we're well prepared.
Lesson 2, Coastal Culture.
There are fishing villages all around the coastline. It's quite picturesque.
That sounds beautiful. I love the charm of coastal communities.
Yes, and farming is also important in the region, especially for the local economy.
Really? I didn't know that. What kind of farming do they do?
They grow a variety of crops, including fruits and vegetables.
That's interesting. I bet the local markets are vibrant and colorful.
Absolutely. Fresh produce from the area is a big draw for visitors.
It sounds like a wonderful place to experience local culture.
It really is. You can learn so much about the community there.
Lesson 3, Nature's Influence.
That's a good point. Nature-inspired elements can add a sense of tranquility to any space.
I completely agree. Bringing the outdoors inside can be so calming.
Yes, and it creates a connection to nature that many people crave.
Exactly. Plants and natural materials can really transform a room.
Have you tried incorporating any natural elements in your home?
Yes. I have a few plants that really liven up my living room.
That's fantastic. I've heard that plants can improve air quality too.
They do. Plus, they add a touch of life and color to the space.
I might just have to get some for my place as well.
Lesson 4, Travel Aspirations.
Well, I want to explore a new city and relax on a beautiful beach.
That sounds like the perfect getaway. Do you have a specific destination in mind?
I'm considering somewhere tropical, maybe with a rich culture to explore as well.
That would be amazing. Mixing adventure with relaxation is the best of both worlds.
Exactly. I want to experience the local cuisine and activities too.
Have you thought about how long you'd like to stay?
I'm thinking about a week. It should give me enough time to enjoy everything.
That sounds ideal. You'll have plenty of time to unwind and explore.
I can't wait to start planning this trip.
Lesson 5, Morning Walks.
That park sounds perfect for morning walks. I really enjoy starting my day outdoors.
Absolutely. The fresh air and scenery can really set a positive tone for the day.
I agree. Should we go together sometime?
Yes, I'd love that. It would make the experience even more enjoyable.
Maybe we can explore different paths each time we go.
That sounds like a fun idea. It keeps things interesting.
Plus, we can motivate each other to stick with it.
Exactly. Having a walking buddy makes all the difference.
Let's plan for early next week then. To reach
Lesson
the
6:
monument,
Getting
you can take a
around.
taxi or use public transportation.
That sounds convenient. Is public transportation easy to navigate?
Yes, it's quite easy to use, especially with signs in English.
That's good to know. I feel more comfortable using it now.
Plus, it's a great way to see more of the city while traveling.
I agree. I love observing the local lifestyle during commutes.
Exactly. It adds to the overall experience of visiting a new place.
Should we look up the best routes before we go?
Definitely. Planning ahead can save us time and stress.
Lesson 7: Weather check.
Definitely. By the way, have you checked the weather for tomorrow yet?
No, I haven't had a chance. Is it supposed to rain?
I heard there might be some showers, so it's good to check.
That would be useful information. We might need to adjust our plans.
Exactly. It's always better to be prepared for changing weather.
Should we pack umbrellas just in case?
Yes, I think that's a smart idea. Better safe than sorry.
Agreed. I'll make sure to bring mine along.
Great. Let's hope for clear skies, though.
Lesson 8: Hospital visit.
I have a trip to the hospital tomorrow. I have to get my tonsils out.
Oh no. That sounds a bit daunting. Are you nervous?
A little, but I know it's a common procedure.
That's true. Many people have it done without any issues.
Exactly. I just want to make sure everything goes smoothly.
I understand. Do you have someone to take you?
Yes, my family will be there to support me.
That's great. Having support makes a big difference.
I hope to be back on my feet soon.
Lesson 9: Public ceremony tickets.
The meaning was little tickets. These tickets were given to people attending a public ceremony.
That's interesting. What kind of ceremony was it?
It was a celebration of community achievements and milestones.
That sounds meaningful. Did everyone have a chance to participate?
Yes, the tickets allowed people to attend and enjoy the festivities.
I love events like that. They really bring people together.
Exactly. It fosters a sense of community and pride.
Were there any special activities or performances?
Yes, there were speeches, music, and even some local food stalls.
Lesson 10, Nail Biting Habit.
I don't know if my brother will ever stop biting his nails.
That can be a tough habit to break. Does he want to stop?
He does, but it seems he struggles with it every year.
I can imagine. It's often easier said than done.
Each January, he intends to stop, but it never lasts long.
It's interesting how habits can be so persistent.
Yes, and sometimes it takes more than willpower to change.
Maybe he could try some techniques to help him quit.
That's a good idea. Positive reinforcement might work for him.
Lesson 11, New Oven Purchase.
Well, I recently bought a new oven from a brand known for its efficiency.
That's exciting. What features does it have?
It has a self-cleaning option and various cooking modes.
Those are great features. It must make cooking easier.
Yes, and it heats up quickly, which is a huge time saver.
I can see why you chose that brand. Efficiency is key in the kitchen.
Exactly. I want to spend less time cooking and more time enjoying meals.
Have you tried any new recipes with it yet?
Not yet, but I'm looking forward to experimenting soon.
Lesson 12, Community Involvement.
Over the past 20 years, we've really been in the community from the outset.
That's impressive. It shows a strong commitment to local development.
Absolutely. But had we been ready for the challenges along the way?
That's a good question. It's often much more complex than it seems.
Yes, the phrase much too simple often doesn't capture the reality.
Exactly. Community work requires a lot of dedication and adaptability.
Have you seen any specific changes in the community during that time?
Yes, many improvements have been made, but challenges remain.
It's a continuous journey, isn't it?
Lesson 13, Job Requirements.
What are the requirements for this position?
Strong communication skills and experience are essential.
That makes sense. Communication is key in any role.
Absolutely. It's crucial for teamwork and collaboration.
Do they require any specific qualifications as well?
Yes, relevant degrees or certifications can be important too.
I see. It's good to know what to prepare for.
For sure. Having the right skills can make a big difference.
Are you thinking of applying for a similar position?
Lesson 14, Dinner Plans.
Else should I make? Maybe a roasted vegetable pasta and a fresh salad?
That sounds delicious. Roasted vegetables add such great flavor.
I agree. Plus, it's a healthy option that's easy to prepare.
Yes, and you can customize it with whatever veggies you have on hand.
Exactly. It's a great way to use up leftovers.
Are you planning to add any special sauces or spices?
I'm thinking of a garlic and herb sauce to enhance the flavors.
Yum. That will really elevate the dish.
I can't wait to try it out.
Lesson 15, Borrowing Items.
If you want to borrow my tools sometime, of course, just be careful with them.
Thanks. I appreciate that. What tools do you have?
I have a drill, some wrenches, and a sander. They're all in good condition.
That's perfect. I could use a drill for some home projects I have in mind.
Just remember to return them in the same condition, please.
Absolutely. I'll take good care of them. How long can I borrow them for?
A week should be fine. If you need more time, just let me know.
Sounds good. I'll make sure to finish my projects quickly.
I can't wait to see what you create.
Lesson 16, Health Focus.
Hey, how are you doing? I heard you've been focusing on your health.
I'm doing well, thanks. Yes, I've been trying to eat better and exercise regularly.
That's fantastic. What changes have you made so far?
I've started meal prepping and going for runs in the morning.
That sounds great. Meal prepping can save a lot of time during the week.
Exactly. It helps me stick to my healthy eating goals.
Are you enjoying running?
I am. It clears my mind and boosts my energy for the day.
That's awesome. Keep it up, it sounds like you're on the right track.
Lesson 17, Safe Travels.
It's our pleasure to help you. Have a safe trip, and let us know if you need anything else.
Thank you. I really appreciate all your assistance.
Of course. We want to make sure you're well taken care of.
It means a lot to me. Do you think I should pack anything specific?
I'd recommend checking the weather before you leave.
Great idea. I'll make sure to do that.
And don't forget to carry any necessary documents.
Yes, I'll double check my passport and tickets.
Perfect. Safe travels, and I can't wait to hear about your trip.
Lesson 18, Market Research.
Absolutely. We should conduct market research to get a better understanding of customer needs.
That's a smart move. What specific areas should we focus on?
I think we should look into customer preferences and buying habits.
Yes, understanding our audience will help us create better products.
Exactly. It's vital to know what they value most.
Should we send out surveys or conduct interviews?
A combination of both could provide a comprehensive view.
That sounds like a solid plan. Let's start drafting some questions.
I'm excited to see what insights we can gather.
Lesson 19, Travel Planning.
Hey, have you thought about planning a trip recently?
Yes, I've been wanting to explore new places.
That sounds exciting. Do you have a destination in mind?
I'm considering a few options, maybe somewhere tropical.
Tropical sounds amazing. What appeals to you about those locations?
I love the beaches and the opportunity to experience different cultures.
That's a great reason. Have you traveled much to tropical places before?
Not as much as I'd like, so this would be a great adventure.
Let's look into some options together.
Lesson 20, Office Requirements.
I have some information that the people in the office need.
That's good to hear. What do they require?
You will have to visit an office sometime to gather all the necessary details.
That makes sense. It's often easier to get information in person.
Exactly. Face-to-face meetings can clarify many things quickly.
Should I prepare anything for that visit?
Yes, bring a list of questions to ensure you cover everything.
I will. It sounds like a productive meeting ahead.
Definitely. I'm sure you'll gather all the information needed.
Lesson 21, Career Preferences.
What's your preference for your career?
I'm open to various industries, but I have a few favorites in mind.
That's a great approach. What industries are you considering?
I'm particularly interested in technology and healthcare.
Those are both rapidly growing fields. What attracts you to them?
I love how technology can improve lives, and healthcare is always essential.
Absolutely. It's rewarding to work in areas that make a difference.
Yes, I want to feel fulfilled in my career choices.
That's a wise perspective. Keep exploring those options.
Lesson 22, Eating Habits.
You know, he usually comes back with a stomachache because he eats so much.
Really? That sounds uncomfortable. Does he ever learn from it?
Not really. He seems to enjoy the food too much to care.
I can relate to that. Sometimes food is just too tempting.
Exactly. But it's important to listen to your body's signals.
Yes, moderation is key, especially when it comes to indulgent meals.
Have you ever had a similar experience?
Definitely. I've learned to pace myself at buffets.
That's a good strategy. It's all about balance, right?
Lesson 23, Movie Preferences.
She has a lot of favorite actors and actresses.
That's interesting. Does she have a favorite movie genre?
Yes, she sometimes watches sad movies that really tug at the heartstrings.
I can see why. Emotional films can be so impactful.
Absolutely. They often lead to deep conversations afterward.
Do you enjoy watching sad movies too?
Sometimes, but I prefer comedies to lighten the mood.
That's fair. A good mix of genres keeps things interesting.
For sure. It's nice to explore different emotions through film.
Lesson 24, Global Affiliations.
The organization had affiliations in all 6 continents with over 170 member countries.
Wow, that's impressive. It must be challenging to manage such a vast network.
Definitely. Coordinating with so many cultures and regulations is complex.
I can imagine. What are the main goals of the organization?
They focus on fostering international cooperation and development.
That's a noble cause. It's important to work together globally.
Yes, and it requires understanding and respect for different perspectives.
Exactly. Collaboration is key to solving global challenges.
I'm excited to see how they continue to grow and adapt in the future.
Lesson 25, Adventure Awaits.
On an adventure right away sounds perfect. I couldn't agree more about exploring new places.
Absolutely. There's something exciting about discovering the unknown.
Have you thought about where you'd like to go first?
I'm leaning towards the mountains. I love hiking and the fresh air.
That sounds amazing. The views must be breathtaking up there.
Yes, and I enjoy the challenge of a good hike. What about you?
I've always wanted to explore a vibrant city filled with culture and history.
That would be fun. The energy in cities can be so inspiring.
Exactly. Let's plan our adventures together. It could be a lot of fun.
Lesson 26, Musical Choices.
What about learning to play a saxophone? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Or perhaps you would prefer a stringed instrument like a violin or a cello?
I've always admired the depth of sound from a cello.
Cello has a beautiful, rich tone. It can really evoke strong emotions.
Exactly. But the saxophone has such a lively, upbeat vibe.
True. It's great for jazz and brings a lot of energy to the music.
Which one do you think would be easier to start with?
I'd say the saxophone might be more accessible for beginners.
Good point. Maybe I should give it a try first.
Lesson 27, Clear Communication.
I agree, let's be clear and include specific dates for better clarity.
That's a great idea. It helps everyone stay on the same page.
Exactly. It avoids any confusion about timelines and expectations.
Should we draft an email outlining everything?
Yes, let's make sure to highlight the key dates and tasks.
I'll take care of that. It's important to communicate effectively.
Absolutely. Clear communication is essential for smooth collaboration.
Once we send it out, we can follow up to ensure everyone understands.
Great plan. Let's make this project a success.
Lesson 28, Good Business Practices.
It's important to speak to people before they speak to you, especially in business.
I agree. Building relationships is key to understanding others' needs.
Walton also believed that good deals from suppliers should be passed along to customers.
Yes, transparency in business builds trust and loyalty.
Exactly. It creates a win-win situation for everyone involved.
Have you seen examples of businesses that do this well?
Yes, many local shops focus on community engagement and fair pricing.
That's encouraging. It shows that ethical practices can lead to success.
For sure. It's all about creating a positive impact.
Lesson 29, Wishes and Wants.
Those wishes are interesting because I wouldn't want to waste them.
Yes, it's important to make the most out of what we have.
I don't think I'd want millions of dollars if it meant losing my values.
That's a wise perspective. Wealth should come with responsibility.
Exactly. I'd prefer to have enough to live comfortably and help others.
I feel the same way. It's about creating a balance in life.
Yes, and focusing on experiences rather than material things is key.
Absolutely. Memories last longer than possessions.
Let's keep that mindset as we pursue our goals.
Lesson 30, Food Innovations.
Dinner or an ice cream sundae might just pop out of a machine.
That sounds futuristic. Imagine how convenient that would be.
It would definitely save time on cooking and cleanup.
Yes, but would it taste as good as homemade meals?
That's the big question. Fresh ingredients usually make a big difference.
True. I think there's something special about preparing food yourself.
I agree. Cooking can be a creative and enjoyable process.
It's also a way to connect with others when sharing meals.
Exactly. Let's appreciate the art of cooking while enjoying modern conveniences.
Lesson 31, Flexible Leadership.
In conclusion, a flexible approach to leadership is essential in today's world.
I couldn't agree more. Adaptability can significantly impact a team's success.
Yes, leaders need to respond to changes and challenges effectively.
Have you seen successful examples of flexible leadership?
Absolutely. Companies that embrace change tend to thrive during tough times.
It's impressive how some leaders foster innovation through flexibility.
Exactly. Encouraging team input can lead to better solutions.
That's a great point. Collaboration is key in any leadership role.
Let's keep these principles in mind as we develop our own leadership skills.
Lesson 32: Meeting new people.
That's great to hear. Have you met everyone in the office?
Not yet, but I've met a few coworkers already.
That's a good start. It can take time to get to know everyone.
Yes, I'm looking forward to connecting with more people.
Building relationships at work can make a big difference in job satisfaction.
Absolutely. It's nice to have friends in the workplace.
Have you found anyone with similar interests?
Yes, a couple of them enjoy hiking and outdoor activities, just like me.
That's fantastic. Maybe you can plan some outings together.
Lesson 33: Business Essentials.
The activities involved to create and sell a product or service are fascinating.
Yes, they really are. What do you think are the most important functional areas of business?
I'd say marketing and sales are crucial for getting the product out there.
Definitely. But production and customer service are equally important.
Exactly. Each area has to work together for overall success.
Have you been involved in any of these areas yourself?
Yes, I've done some marketing work, and it's really rewarding.
That's great. Understanding all aspects can really enhance your skills.
For sure. It's a continuous learning process in the business world.
Lesson 34: Public Transport.
Great. How often do the buses run in this area?
They usually run every 15 minutes during peak hours.
That's quite convenient. It makes getting around much easier.
Yes, and it helps reduce wait times, which is always a plus.
Do you find public transport reliable here?
Most of the time, yes. It's usually on schedule.
That's good to know. I prefer using public transport when I can.
Same here. It's eco-friendly and often less stressful than driving.
Exactly. Let's plan our trips using the bus system then.
Lesson 35: Middle Child Perspective.
I think I like being the middle child. I can relate to my older sister and my younger brother.
That's interesting. Being in the middle often gives you a unique perspective.
Exactly. I get to see both sides of things, which helps me mediate conflicts.
That sounds valuable. Do you find it easier to understand their points of view?
Yes, definitely. I can empathize with my sister's responsibility and my brother's carefree attitude.
It must be a balancing act, though. How do you manage that?
I try to listen to both of them and give advice when needed.
That's a mature approach. Being a middle child seems to have its perks.
It really does. I appreciate the role I play in our family dynamics.